arrest in an alleged international prostitution ring.
Drugs, sex, and cash, and an international. What'd he say?
And cash. 3 more arrests in an alleged international prostitution.
International prostitution ring. Now, okay, now, not moving that weight. Not dope, even though they had drugs there. They had accoutrement. Probably for the bitches. To get comfortable to sell that sex so that they could get the cash. Now, I'm pausing this for this quick question. Based upon the pimping, because it sounds like some pimping was going on, some international prostitution. Now, let's break that down. That's just not local. Okay, that's not just in your local county or district or state. Obviously, they didn't cross international lines with the pimping. Now, obviously, this has got to be Pimp Snooki. This has got to be the Bishop, Don Magic One. This has got to be a nigga doing this international pimping that's on the news. Let's hear more about it.
Spanning several homes across the metro. And tonight, court documents revealing a, quote, conspiracy of human trafficking.
Conspiracy of human trafficking. Now, do you know that that's what every local bubblegum pimp in each and every city in the United States is being charged with? He might have one crackhead hoe, one hoe, one female on his team, man, that could be overweight. It don't even matter. She could only be getting $10. He's getting charged with conspiracy for human trafficking. Man.
News Force Caitlin Ogle with the story. Katie?
And this was happening in Oklahoma, okay? Oh, so you know it's bad. When they assign a Caucasian women to talk about an international prostitution ring in Oklahoma City. Now, this ain't New York. This is not LA. This is not Chicago, Miami. This ain't none of the major cities, you know what I mean? Phoenix, Arizona, none of that. Let's hear more.
Started back in August with an Edmond home turned brothel. This month, several people have been arrested, but officers say more arrests are coming.
We want the public to know that, the investigation's ongoing.
Edmond in Oklahoma City.
Wait, we just got to take it back real quick. Did you notice how they described said people? Now I'm starting to think they're not so-called black.
Katie?
Oklahoma City police say this whole investigation actually started back in August with an Edmond home turned brothel. This month, several people have been arrested, but officers...
Little key phrases and clues right there. They said it turned into a brothel. Not a home of prostitution and decadence or a hoe house. They called it a brothel. And then they said multiple people were arrested. Because we know anytime they so-called black, they go a black man, a black. Hint. I don't think they melon rich. Let's see.
Officers say more arrests are coming.
We want the public to know that, the investigation's ongoing.
Edmond and Oklahoma City police teaming up to arrest 3 additional suspects in a sex ring bust spanning the metro. News 4 first telling you...
Did you see that? Man, that reminds me of the brothel down there in Atlanta where that one Caucasian man who had a struggle of soul. Ooh, he had a struggle of soul. And he decided to go kill up the prostitutes in the massage parlors. Man, these mugs, boy, they got some game though. But, woo, let's see who else they arrested.
And cash. 3 people arrested.
Wait a minute, that sounded like a party, didn't it? Oops, too much. Here we go.
Pin.
My husband noticed a lot of cars around the neighborhood.
A police raid uncovering an alleged brothel, along with marijuana and cash. 3 people arrested in that case on drug.
Now, what I'm loving about it is not one of them is melanin rich, right? Even though the bone features are the same and we're the roots of their tree, but still, come on now, this is anti-stereotype. Because USA want to make it seem like, so-called black people are the dregs of society. All they do is commit crime and drugs. And this is interesting. I thought these were the model minorities.
Drug and prostitution charges.
It was very apparent and very clear that these people did not...
See, they still giving them that little pass. Drug and prostitution. What happened to drugs and human trafficking? Human trafficking.
Like you or I would live inside a residence.
Fast forward 3 months later, 2 additional homes raided, one near Danforth and Santa Fe.
Man, they said 2 additional homes were raided. I was about to click out of this. Let's hear the rest.
The other near Penn and Hefner. Oklahoma City police say the cases are connected.
We found
they had
several
some
items
real
leading
crack
to
houses.
inside
They
these
was just selling the
residences.
crack of that
New court
ass
documents
versus that crack
detailing
you
an
put in the pipe.
undercover sting, an agent staging a meetup, $200 in exchange for sex. According to detectives, quote, there are numerous people working together in a conspiracy of human trafficking of Asian women from out of the country to Oklahoma City and Edmond.
Now, I'm not laughing at the women being trafficked, according to them. It's funny how they keep reporting it as if the people who are violating the law, committing the crimes, they're acting like the people, because they keep saying people, they still don't tell you who the people are who are committing this conspiracy of human trafficking of Asian women, though. But they'll tell you what the nationality and the ethnicity is of the women because, they got that law now. It's an Asian hate crime bill and all that kind of stuff. But what they're leaving out is that the people that are working together in a conspiracy of human trafficking of Asian women all happen to be Asian people. They're Asian people working together in a conspiracy of human trafficking of Asian women. Now, why aren't they saying that? Let's continue.
For the purpose of profiting from the female's prostitution.
Well, duh. I don't know, man. The intelligence of people now has gotten so low. But thank you, Captain Obvious. I just want to point these things out because we keep being told by the images of the media and everything else that so-called black people are the criminals. They're the most decadent. They're the sexual deviants. They're
still looking into that we're looking at now, and we're not done.
And a search warrant from January also revealed passengers connected to this case making a number of flights from Oklahoma City to places like New York, Dallas, and Houston, where suspects were seen picking up and dropping off the women at homes.
Yeah, man, shit, they was treating it like pizza delivery. Well, it was a piece of coochie. It was a piece of ass that they were delivering. It was a pizza, all right. We'll deliver it to you in 2 hours or less.